السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالك يا عبد الله? This is probably one of the most serious videos I'm ever going to make on this channel. I'm going back to being a joke man next week, don't worry. Today I want to discuss a topic that's been bothering me for a very long period of time, and that topic is TikTok. You see, I downloaded TikTok pretty late. A lot of people were downloading it late 2019 during lockdown, simply out of boredom, and just happened to grow fond of it. But for me, I tried my best to avoid it as much as possible, because I never really understood the whole agenda of scrolling through short form content. I just saw it as pointless, time wasting, and haram. Because at the time, TikTok was just thirst traps, people dancing, music, and the most obvious one, jiggling bum. So I stayed away from it, even when it became one of the fastest growing apps of all time, taking the social media world by storm. I still avoided it, because I would watch videos of scholars, muftis, Islamic speakers in general, pretty much, all going against TikTok's antics. So that's what I did. They're the knowledgeable ones, so I'm gonna listen. It's clear as day that it's haram, so I'm gonna listen. But one day, I cracked. Ramadan of 2021, I decided to download TikTok. Through peer pressure and on my own temptations, I downloaded it. And I'm not gonna lie, FOMO, everyone's going like, how do you not know this trend, bro? Like, it's COVID, how do you not know it, bro? So I was like, yo, I'm not onk, let me download it. I don't wanna be onk. I was literally only like 17 at the time. I'm not onk. I'm cool and hippity hip, yo. So I downloaded it. And I must say, when I first downloaded the app, bro, I was laughing. Yo, this app is so funny. Because at the time, I just thought it was dancing, thirst traps, music, jiggling bum. So I didn't know that you could, people were posting for like funny, relatable content, even Islamic content, basketball content, which I really liked because the For You page tailors to your liking. So it was fun. The first few days, actually no, even few months were so fun just scrolling on that app. Like, why are people saying, I didn't understand why people were saying it was haram. Like, it was so nice, it was so fun. But that's the problem, it was so fun. It was too good to be true. When that happens, the app is going to start to get addictive. No matter who you are, once you download TikTok, I know for a fact you will become addicted. And that's what happened to me. Hours, days, months spent just scrolling, wasting time, wasting my potential, using my energy towards something that could have been used better to benefit me. I'm just on an endless scroll because that's what TikTok does. Let's be honest now, TikTok is a business. They don't care about you, they don't care about your health, they don't care about anything about you. The only thing they care about is your money. They want to take your money and bounce. They will not care about you, they just care about how much profit they can generate from you. So now I'm scrolling through TikTok, wasting so much time, and one of the worst things it does is its For You page. Wallahi, its For You page is literally so advanced, so ahead of its time, it's genuinely concerning. Literally, the moment you look at something once, it's going to recommend it. The moment you say something out loud, it's going to recommend it. And here and there, will just slap in a little fitna. Even though you know you don't want that, it's going to put it on until you crack. One day you're going to look, okay, you looked at gal, we're going to recommend gal. Oh, no matter how pious you are, no matter how righteous you are, you're going to fall into its antics, you're going to fall into its sins, and you're going to fall into its schemes. Just on an endless scroll, you just feel nothing. Because you want that feeling again of when you first downloaded it, so you keep scrolling again and again and again, wanting that dopamine, but nothing's happening. But you're gonna still do it anyway because it wants you to be hooked. TikTok wants you to be so dependent on them that you will never turn your back away from it. So they can make money, they can make their clout, and the billionaires that helped create that app, they really enjoy it on their yacht or something. I don't know, tajiri stuff, you know what I mean? Tajiri stuff. And one of the worst things I feel like it's done for me, not even the scrolling and like not lowering your gaze and whatnot, it was literally the fact that you would start to compare your life with other people. I know comparison is a thief of joy, but when all you see is other people living their best life, even though it's simply not true, social media is a facade, it's fake, but you're going to compare no matter who you are. So literally, I'm just there in a slump, just scrolling, comparing. I feel like nothing. I'm just a consumer. I'm just a consumer. Consuming, and there's no action being taken in my life. Fast forward 2022, my brother decides to make videos. Now, if you know me personally, you know what type of videos he was making. That sounds crazy. Hold on. He was just making like goofy videos, thirst traps, I don't know, dancing stuff. Just your typical TikTok boy content. And I'm not gonna lie, he gained a following quick. Rapidly, he gained a following. So I'm like, what the heck? And one day, I collab on his account actually. We make a TikTok and it was fun. And he says, Najim, why don't you also make a TikTok? I'm like, what? No. Because at the time, you know, you just them accounts that have your private account, you have like 10 following. You're just there to scroll. It's like, what, me make videos? Oh, no. At the time, I was actually, before TikTok, I used to always make a lot of silly videos on my phone, pretending to be a YouTuber. Like, I want to be an influencer, you know.
It's your boy Natty microphone. We're in the park. Look.
That day there, I decided to make a TikTok. I'm actually going to put it on the screen for you. Yeah, I thought it was so funny because I barely even had the hair to begin with. What the heck? I'm actually so silly, bruv. After I posted that video, I was like, okay, wow, maybe. Let me think. If I'm already an addict on this app, maybe I should just be a creator rather than a consumer and use the app to my benefit, you know? Like my For You page was not crazy, it was not that bad. I would have your halal stuff, just basketball, Islam, here and there. You'll see a little fitna, but you just try to scroll past it, press not interested, but obviously that doesn't work. You can't have a halal For You page no matter what you do. I started to make my own content. I started off with gym content because obviously at the time I was really overweight and I just wanted to like document my journey. But honestly, when you're documenting your journey and it's just you recording, you sent to go everything by yourself at the gym, it's long. So I had to cut that off and I just sat there, brainstormed, and I was just thinking to myself, what am I good at? What am I good at? So I sat down, I like to talk, I love Islam, make Islamic videos. And you see, my Islamic videos weren't your typical Inna alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udhu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlil fala hadiya lahu wa ashhadu an la. Me, I'm a type of guy where I stand by using the EEI. Entertainment, education, and inspiration. I wanted all of my videos to have those three aspects. So I started off making imitation videos. Like before I make the imitation video, I'll be talking about the Sheikh himself, then make the imitation videos, like Quran imitation videos, a lot of Islamic skits, a lot of relatable talks that the young ummah could relate to, and a bunch of them. And alhamdulillah, myself, I was also gaining a following. I was gaining a following the halal way, the halal route. Because understand, making content when you're not good looking, or you're not using trends, or when you're not thirst trapping, is difficult. When you're making original content, it was difficult. I think my max following I had before I stopped myself, I had about nearly 6,000 followers. People say that's not a lot, but when you're doing it halally, when you're not leng, that's an accomplishment. I don't care. I was gaining a following. I was doing lives. Bro, I was even making money from TikTok live. I was getting gassed. Bro, even Akhi Ayman joined my live. Hold on, let me actually put the clip because I want you guys to see the proof. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, Akhi. How are you, bro?
Oh, it's actually him. Alhamdulillah, absolutely fantastic. What about yourself?
Alhamdulillah, I just wanted to give my salam. I'm scrolling through, so I just wanted to give my salam, Akhi.
Oh my days, it's actually him. Oh, do you know one of my cousins went to your talk before? I don't think you even know his name.
Akhi, may Allah bless you and him. Allahumma ameen.
Ameen.
Akhi, don't do this known retiring stuff, bro. Just go and do your thing and.
Oh, listen. I'm not.
Even if it's a small reminder, Akhi. Reminder benefits the believers. If it doesn't benefit someone that claims to be a believer, Akhi, then question your faith.
No, I'm not retiring. Well, have you seen my videos before?
I've come across them, trust me. I've come across them.
No way. I can't lie. We're reaching the big creators now. Say no more. It was nice. Life was good. Life was very good. Until one day, I post a video. My first viral video.
Ashhadu
1.4 million views
Allah
in less than a day and over 200,000 likes. Please understand, like I said before, when you are not leng, when you are not doing goofy trends and you're making original content, you know how difficult it is to grow. So I was gassed, but that's when my intentions changed. At first, I made Islamic content just literally to help the ummah, but you could even tell that my intentions were starting to change and were slowly starting to become corrupt, because you could make money off the app. And I feel like profiting off Islam is wrong, like making money through Islam, that one, because it shows your intentions aren't pure and they're not for Allah Azza wa Jal. And I didn't want to go to Jahannam, but I was just doing it anyway. Astaghfirullah al-Azim. I was just doing it anyway, because literally, first of all, listen, I'm a working class citizen in the UK. You know how hard it is to make money, especially when you're black and your name is Najm Abdullah. Bro, it's hard. I wanted to find a way to just make money to like help my family, you know, especially because as you're a guy, a young man growing up, you need to be the breadwinner, you need to be that guy. You want to be that guy that's going to be going like, I got my mom at the trenches, I got my brother at the trenches, I got my sister at the trenches, I got my dad. See the joke, because you know I'm black and you know dad's not there, but obviously he's there. One day I get called out on live, TikTok live, by a sister. She had like 100k followers at the time. I'm not gonna say the name because that's a bit odd, but the real ones know who it was. Honestly, telling me how your intentions are corrupt, you need to stop posting. And honestly, she was right. I remember just staring into the camera for 10 minutes straight on live, people watching, I just mean like this, because she was right. I just logged off, and honestly, I didn't post again for like 4 months. I was enraged, I was angry about what she said. I kept deactivating my account here and there, but I was back to being a consumer. But I couldn't hate, because what she said was right. But you need to think about it from my side. It took me 7 months to get 5k followers on TikTok. It took me so long, I'm telling you, especially when you're living in an ethnic household. Do you know how hard it is to actually make videos? Good videos as well. I would wake up, plan, draft, uni, work, do. Like I was literally so productive, and all of my hard work, it's gone. Because I overreacted over a comment. And that's life. You can't really do much about it. It's in the past, it's gone. But one thing about me, I love to be resilient. I'm a very hardworking person. When it's something I genuinely care about, when it's something I really care about, I will go through the end. So I make a new account. I'm posting again during Ramadan, but it's just not hitting the same. It doesn't have that factor that I had when I first started making TikTok videos. And you see, with TikTok, it wants you to stay on the app as long as possible. So I thought, oh, maybe my videos aren't good enough. Oh, maybe just to keep posting. It wants you to be there. It wants you to work, even though they won't even provide you what you want. Because you see, TikTok has its limits. At least with YouTube, you've watched provides value. It has that evergreen effect. That factor where you can just come back to and reflect. That's what I wanted with my videos, but on TikTok you can never do that, because let's be honest, people will say, oh no, I use TikTok, I've learned a lot from TikTok on Islam. Okay, name me one thing you learn. Name me the 5 videos you just watched from TikTok. You don't remember, let's be honest. You don't take notes. Let's be honest, you don't use TikTok for education. You might learn something, oh well, you forgot it the next day. I'm sorry, not even the next day, the next minute. So what is the point? But I wanted to just try again. Maybe, I'm not doing good enough. Maybe I'm not doing good enough. Let me just try again. And that wasn't working, so I stopped it again. And literally, I'm telling you, I don't give up. It was clear sign to give up, but I did not give up. I posted again on my main account again, because I deactivated it, but I tried to come back on it again. But and I was getting good views again, and my content was good, but I still didn't have that feeling. That feeling wasn't there, because I wanted to do something more. Me, when I do something, I want to do it to the best. And TikTok has its pros and has its cons. The con is it doesn't have that evergreen effect. I want to make videos that people can come back to, that can reflect to, that can learn from, come back to, even for nostalgia, for example. But TikTok didn't have that. It didn't. And I remember the one thing that actually stopped me from watching TikTok wasn't like a Islamic lecture saying TikTok is haram. It was a Nika Omalana video, imagine. I saw the effort he put into the video, the shots, the value, the idea. It's just, wow. it's just so much better. And you can remember that video and you can go back to it. And even there was a YouTuber, the TikToker and a YouTuber called Farah. I think that's her name. I'll put it down in the description. It was her first ever video, just talking about like, you know, you want to make videos just to like help, not even about clout, just help, just to simply help someone. And that's why I'm here now today. I don't have my 5k anymore. I'm on 37 subscribers, but my heart is content. Literally, my video about Thobes, literally, one of my childhood friends recommended it to one of his friends, and I literally helped him get back on his deen. So I was like, okay, I helped one person, I was happy. I don't have my clout now, but I just want to make these videos as an investment for Jannatul Firdaus. Each and every one of these videos I want to be used as evidence on the day of judgment. Like, yo Allah, I tried my best to spread Islam, to do what you told me to do. I just don't, please don't just put me in that fiery hell of Jahannam. I don't want to be there. I want to be in Jahannam. Here, my intentions were pure. Please, I just want to do what I can to get that Firdaus bag. And another thing about TikTok, this is not even just for Muslims, this is for everyone in general. Please think about it. It's common sense. TikTok will only be good for you if you're purely and only a creator. The minute you consume, you've lost. The minute you consume, you've lost. So think about that. You can do a lot of good on TikTok, but me, I prefer YouTube now. My days of a TikToker are over. I guess it wasn't meant to be. And whoever says, oh, you didn't try enough, you're lying. I went all in on that app, but Allah, even Allah, it was a clear as day sign to say, this is not for you. I want something better for you, and that's the tubes of you. And honestly, the one thing about Muslim TikTok, I forgot to add this. I was supposed to add this a bit earlier. Is that, wow, it's so corrupt. Everyone is just arguing about each other. People don't want to cover. Like, it's just petty arguments. Like, you're kids, bro. Like, grow up. Like, if Allah told you to do something, you do it. If you said not to do it, you don't do it. It's that simple. You know, like, but my opinion, your opinion don't matter. If it's in the Quran and in the Sunnah and an authentic hadith, you do it. That's how Islam works. I want to always make sure, for anyone that wants to make Islamic content out there, just make sure that your intentions are pure. Make sure you're doing it all for the sake of Allah. Don't take no bribes or money or thingy. Like, honestly, wallahi, I don't want to even be paid to make these YouTube videos. This is just something to help the ummah. This is my investment for Jannah, like I said. And yeah, we're here today, inshallah. You never know, this could be something, but I doubt it, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna post every Monday. Stay tuned. And with that being said, let's get that Firdaus bag.